Okay. Is this working? Can you guys hear me now? Everything has been rebooted. Goodness gracious. Uh-huh. Okay. Check, check. Okay. So that's working. Now let's see it. Let me test something. Does this not sound good? Is it broken again? Is it still broken? Okay. What the heck? I literally changed nothing. Okay, that makes no sense to me. I changed nothing. Okay. I'm so confused, guys. I have no idea what's going on. I'm like nervous to get back into the call. I had to log the caller's number. I got their permission to log their number so I could call back. I have no idea. I have literally no clue. I'm very technically savvy, and I am just like, I don't know. Call it entropy or something. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to call the caller back. I had to restart everything. Apparently, it made no difference. We should have just kept going. I should have just juggled or something. I should have just like done some bullshit just to keep it entertaining. But I was thinking that maybe it was something on my end. I literally, like, I'm still using the same exact settings I was using before. Nothing has changed on my end. Nothing. I have no clue, guys. Strange times. Okay, so we have, we're going to call the caller back. We are calling now. Caller, if you're watching, this is going to become, this is going to be calling from which it might not be, it might be blocked. It might be an anonymous number, actually. It probably will be. So if you see an anonymous call come in, that's me calling you now. We're going to start the stream over because we had the entire universe against this stream. I have no idea what is going on. We have just been struggling with the audio for the last 20 minutes. Nothing I did seemed to make a difference, but it just randomly started working again. So we're going to start this episode over. I'll go a little later tonight just to make it up to you guys. So we are going to be, we lost the caller. I got their permission to log their number. We're calling them back now, and we will start over. Not all the way over. We'll pick up from where we left off. Okay, maybe they don't like blocked calls. Let's just try it one more time.
The wire.
Okay, I'm going to unmask the number then, if I can. Hello. Hello. This is the caller I was trying to call, right?
Yes.
Great. Thanks for calling me back. Maybe we were calling each other at the same time, I think.
I'm so sorry. No, I think I have blocked numbers on
or
something.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. So you can call us an anonymous line, but we can't call you. Okay, so
true anonymity.
Thank you, everyone, for bearing with me on that. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened, but caller, we were in the middle of a conversation when we got disconnected, and you were talking about you had a falling out with a friend that you had some romantic interest in, and you were describing. You might it might be worth a short. I'm trying to recap this as much as possible. So if I miss anything, just feel free to rehash whatever is relevant. But what I took notes on was that you are trying to heal from a experience where you had this old friend and you expressed romantic interest, and then the friend just completely walked out of your life. Where do you want to pick up from?
That's a pretty accurate summarization of things. I guess I should include that I've been clinically depressed for 5 months, and this falling out happened about 2 months ago.
Okay.
So I kind of feel as though this was sort of building up, not because I had genuine feelings, or maybe I did, I really don't know. Or maybe it was just some sort of attraction. But I think what happened was my depression sort of started to get me to associate this person with good feelings. And then I sort of got confused.
So the depression started while it started before you had all these, before they walked out of your life, before you expressed romantic interest. And is that right?
Yeah. I was sort of just relying on this person for positive feelings, and I sort of put it in my head that it was like either get with this person or be miserable for the rest of my life. And it was weird. I knew it was wrong, but oh no.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. So that's working. Now let's see it. Let me test something. Does this not sound good? What's going on? Why am I hearing that? I don't know what's going on. Hang on a second. That's not me. What do I have a file playing? What in the world is going on in my computer tonight? Guys, that wasn't me talking. That was some kind of replay. What was that from? Is there a ghost in my computer? What is going on? My goodness. It's not doing it anymore. That is so strange.
I am notoriously known for having ghosts follow me.
I think I'm being hacked. That's the only logical explanation. I'm being hacked. Maybe it's because I went to some questionable websites earlier researching Jordan Peterson. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. Yeah, I think everything seems to be fine. I don't know why we just heard my voice from a replay for a minute and then it stopped. But I'm sorry, caller. You have been interrupted so many times, and we're trying to stay focused. I'm very, very sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, there's no other tabs open, guys. I'm furiously looking through everything. I don't know where that came from. There's literally nothing else open except one tab and my broadcaster, and that's it. What is going on? I'm actually kind of nervous. I'm kind of like scared. Like, what is going on? What world is this? Um, so is it possible that you were putting too much pressure on this person? You mentioned that you were relying on them for your positive feedback and support. And I'm not accusing you of doing it, but I'm wondering, like, it seems pretty intense of a reaction for someone to just walk away from a friendship. How long were you guys friends before this?
About 6 months.
Okay, so 6 months. Okay.
So, not the longest of friendships. Um, I, I think it was me putting too much pressure on it, personally.
Okay.
I think she even sort of sent me like one last text saying things like, like I feel like I've expressed disinterest enough to the point where I feel like you're not listening.
Okay. How did that make you feel?
It made me feel bad about myself. Honestly, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to make her feel uncomfortable like that. I really did value her as a person and as a person in my life.
Do you think it's possible you were being codependent in any way, or that you were attempting?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. And you think she picked up on that?
Sorry.
Yeah, it sounds like you think
Sorry, what were you saying?
sounds like you think she picked up on that and it scared her off.
Maybe, yeah.
So go ahead.
I just it's weird when depression just hits you because it's almost like putting on like a pair of glasses. Like you just can't see things properly. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Have you tried? I mean, first of all, where would make this a good call? What are you hoping to? Do you want to vent? Are you hoping to make amends or explain yourself to this person? Are you looking for ideas on how to do that, or do you think it's all too far gone now? What would make this a good call?
I hope it's not too far gone. I would ideally like to make amends. What I care about is just being like a good person, I guess. I care about being. I don't know. I honestly, I just want my friend back, and I would like some advice on how to do that. I'm trying to come up with some sort of apology letter, but I don't know. I want to also give her space. It's been 2 months. I haven't made any attempts to contact her whatsoever. We were supposed to have, I guess, some sort of get together with a whole bunch of people, and she was going to be there, and like my friends had made it clear that like I was also going to be there, and that it was okay with her. But last minute those plans got canceled, and I'm a little scared that it may be because of me. Not that I was like really involved in planning this event at all. Um, I I just I don't know. I just want my friend back.
Chat, if anybody's been in this situation before or has any thoughts. I mean, I trust you guys are pretty good about sharing your thoughts here without me prompting it. But if anybody has any thoughts on, the caller is seeking some ideas on ways they might be able to make amends and not have this friend be scared off. Sir Sawicki from the chat is saying they would recommend reading on effective communication techniques. I think that is a great recommendation here. I think Sir Sawicki, I might be mistaken. Check, check. Throwing a curveball here. Does this work? Can you guys hear this? I'm guessing not. Okay, it did work. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I have no idea if anything I'm doing is even making a difference. We'll just leave this and hope nothing else happens. To anybody watching this in replay and to everyone in the chat, I could assure you that this has nothing to do with any of the audio changes we've been making, because the caller and I can hear each other, and it's all running through this machine. So I don't know what's going on. I'm actually, during that last break while the audio was out, I literally started running a virus scanner on my computer to make sure I didn't get anything shady from the research I was doing at midnight last night for that video. Literally, that's what I'm doing now. So, caller, you've been so patient. I'm so sorry. We've never had issues like this before. This many issues, anyways. So,
Trust me, I've had the same problem.
So to recap, you're feeling, you're going through some clinical depression because of a falling out with a friend that you're attracted to, and you're looking for some thoughts on how to heal that broken friendship.
Well, the depression started 3 months before we had our falling out.
Right. Right.
And I feel like it sort of manifested in me making a romantic gesture when I kind of knew going into that romantic gesture that wasn't going to work out, but I couldn't stop myself. I feel so embarrassed.
Have you forgiven yourself for the...
No.
Okay. Well,
I can't tell you how many times I go throughout my day just calling myself stupid.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not going to help.
No, it's not. I've even caught myself doing it and been like looking at myself in the mirror like, you can't go around every day calling yourself stupid. This is not gonna help.
You know, we all do things that we all do things that we regret. We all have regrets. We all make mistakes. We all look back on things, and every single one of us look back on things and wish we had handled them differently. You know, mistakes or learning opportunities. And this can be good fuel. These experiences can be good fuel for you to learn new ways to carry yourself and conduct relationships. So I'm just saying, I mean, this is, you know, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, of course, but I'm trying to encourage you that I hate to hear that you're being so hard on yourself. You know, your friend, my sense is that no one will forgive you for anything until you've first forgiven yourself, because that really is the first step. Like if you mentioned you were working on a letter or thinking about writing a letter to this person, an apology letter, and it seems like, you know, the first step is forgiving yourself, because if you haven't done that, then your countenance won't be the same. The words you choose won't be the same. You know, you forgive yourself first so that when you go to the other person to apologize, they can see that you've forgiven yourself. They can see you've turned over a new leaf. They can see you're on a new path now. And it makes for a much more compelling apology, much more believable apology, much more sincere apology, I should say. So, you know, I wonder what it looks like for you. What do you think it looks like to begin to forgive yourself?
If that is really good advice. I just want to say. I'm not sure what that would look like. I think it involves me not calling myself stupid every day. I suppose it also involves me not constantly going over in my head what I could have done differently.
Yeah, sorry, the chat said we lost audio for another second there. I don't know. It's back now, they say. I don't, guys, I'm so sorry. This is going to be an unviewable stream in the replay. I don't even know how we're going to cut this together. But while the audio was out, the caller said that I actually apologize, caller. Could you repeat what you just said so that the chat can hear it exactly how you said it? I hate to ask you to do that.
Yeah. I suppose it involves, well, one, not calling myself stupid every day.
Right.
And two, not constantly going over every little detail that happened that day.
Right. Ruminating. Sounds like you're dealing with some ruminating.
Yeah, ruminating.
Yeah. Well, ruminating, I don't even know if this is true, but I've dealt with, I'm not a psychologist. I don't know the research on this, but I've dealt with rumination in the past, and it's helped me at least to think of rumination as the body's way or the brain's way of processing situations and actions that you regret. It's like your body's way of saying, like, hey, what do we do next time? We can't do that again.
Yeah.
It's like your brain's way of kind of keeping that front and center. Of course, like rumination, like that's like, it's one thing to think about past actions from a problem-solving standpoint. And it's another thing to obsessively think about something. Of course, those are two different things. But, ruminating begins with, something much more subtle. It doesn't just, you don't just start out obsessing over thoughts. It's like, it begins with this kind of like, oh man, I can't believe I did that. And then like that response is at least it's helpful for me to think of it this way. That response is I see it like the body's way of saying like, ah man, shouldn't have done that. And like there's an opportunity there to in short, I'm trying to say that like don't try to, I wouldn't say that you need to beat yourself up. Of course, like it's not going to do any good to beat yourself up, but I'm also not saying that it's bad to think about things that you wish you'd done differently, because those are opportunities to think about how you'll handle that next time. So when you find yourself thinking about those things, meditation might be helpful for you as well. But meditating instead of ruminating on the idea, meditating on who it is you want to be and how it is you want to carry yourself. Makes me wonder, are you familiar with Bella Ruth Naparstek?
I am not.
We talk about her a decent amount on this stream. She's got a great, I'm going to send you a link to her website. She's got these great guided meditation audio files that she sells. She's a psychotherapist and author, and she makes these little audio files that are guided meditation audio files. She has some for anxiety and panic. She has some for alcoholism. She even has some for like asthma and fighting cancer. I don't think she claims that these things will heal these things, but it's like a way to kind of deal with grief and whatnot. And I love her work so much. Her company is called Health Journeys. I'm going to put a link to her stuff in the chat for you. This is a link to her website. Bella Ruth Naparstek guided meditation. And what makes her stuff so great is it's like a visual meditation. It's a visual guided meditation. So she uses like guided imagery. And she paints these amazing pictures with words, and she's got this soothing voice, and it's so relaxing and calming. And it's a great way to, especially if you are, if meditation is hard for you, it's like meditation made super easy.
Guided meditation.
Yeah, you just listen to it, and it's like an instant chill out. And they're anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour long each, and they're not free. But once you buy them, you own them. So I've used one. I've used any one of her guided meditations like 30 different times and they never get old. You might check that out. She probably has one on rumination or something like that. She definitely has some for grief and depression. So you might consider checking out her work. She's amazing.
Yeah. I'll definitely look into it.
Okay, great.
I'm down to talk more. I also don't want to take up the entire stream.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're feeling.
Yeah, I feel really bad because we had so many issues. We have been on the phone for a while. We do try to keep these calls to 30 minutes. How are you feeling? Was this an okay call despite all the technical problems? I'm really sorry.
It's okay. I would say overall it's been a good call. I just I don't know. I feel bad that I just couldn't see properly in that moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, and by the way, you feel free to call back anytime. It's not like there's like a one-time call policy here. We try to just keep we do these streams for 2 hours, so we try to make sure, different people calling can get in each time. But in closing, as some closing thoughts, I would say, again, like, work on forgiving yourself. The guided meditation can be really helpful with that, which is why I'm suggesting Bella Ruth Naprostek's work. And then, you mentioned the idea of a letter. You might consider writing a letter once you've fully healed yourself. You might consider writing a letter that you never send to this person. Writing a letter that is just for you to kind of vomit out onto paper what it is that you feel it is you need to say. And then you can kind of distill that into some talking points and see if the person will meet you face to face. And, you don't have to memorize the letter. Do you think this person would meet you face to face if you communicated that you wanted to apologize and that you had some regrets and you wanted some closure and that you're not looking for anything? If you said something like that, do you think they'd meet you face to face for an apology?
I think there's certainly a chance. I just don't really know if she even thinks about me anymore. Or if she's just too uncomfortable to do that. But I think there's a chance that could be the case. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I would say consider that. Consider not sending her a letter. I mean, a letter can be kind of intimidating, kind of long, and then like sometimes if there's some kind of disagreement or something that happened, a letter can be kind of intense sometimes. I'm not saying a letter's a horrible idea. I'm saying if you can get in person, I believe that's better. Face-to-face connection. The harder the emotional problem, the further it goes to be face-to-face. In other words, the more difficult something is, the worse it is to be on the phone or send a letter or to send a text. So I'm a big believer in being in person because they can see your face, they can hear your voice. It's not just words. And also because people, when they read stuff, especially if it's a long letter, they can be thinking they can be wanting to respond to certain things and not be able to respond to them in real time, and instead they've got like this big pile of things that you've said that can be even more so overwhelming than being in person, where the person can kind of say, oh well, on that point I think XYZ, and they can kind of, it's a little more natural give and take that's possible face to face.
If she did want to meet up, I pretty much just want to listen to her side of things and apologize. I don't even, it's not like I want to say like, oh, you were wrong about this or anything like that. I really just, I want information. I just want her side of things.
Right.
Because I feel like I don't have the full story, and I feel like that sort of pushes me to ruminate a bit more.
Right. Well,
but thank you so much for accepting my call. I sincerely appreciate this, and I really, I'm very impressed with this project that you've made of yours. This is such a wild left turn for a content creator. And I think you're doing genuine good.
I appreciate it. It's definitely a wild turn. It's definitely a wild experiment. Each night there's It's different, and it's and sometimes our audio works. It's a labor of love. It's not. I like to say it's not.
It shows.
It's not. What the hell is happening? What the hell is happening? What the hell is happening? No idea, no idea, no idea what's happening. There we go. I didn't do anything, guys. I did nothing. Somebody earlier suggested that some other YouTubers were having this issue earlier on YouTube. That would make a lot more sense than anything I'm seeing here. So far, no viruses detected on my computer. That's victorious to report. I feel so far so good anyway. But there's literally no explanation for this. It must be some kind of regional YouTube thing. I looked at some other streams that are happening now. It doesn't look like other YouTubers are running into this right now, but it's interesting to know that others were having this issue earlier. YouTube's a big place, so these things can happen. Nothing's perfect. The caller and I ended the call. I'm not sure if you guys heard the end of the call. I'm guessing this episode's going to be completely unwatchable during a replay. I'm going to have to think through that. I don't know what's going to happen with this episode, but the show carries on. We are going to open up these lines again. Glad the audio's back. Goodness gracious. What a night. Okay, let's see here. Lines are opening. I'm coming right back. We're going to go about 30 minutes later tonight. We're going to go for about another hour and 20 minutes. Lines are opening. Coming right back. Okay. Goodness gracious, guys. This is a stream for the record book. No, this is not a stream for the record book. This is actually the opposite of what this is. There will be no records of this happening ever. Hi, thanks for calling.
Hey there, how's it going?
I am well. How are you tonight?
I am doing great. Sorry, just kind of on the move, and you know how the chat's been going.
Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties. I just want to let you know. So bear with us.
For sure.
It seems to be a YouTube thing. Some people in the chat have said they saw other YouTubers live streaming today with this same issue. So it's the only thing that makes sense so far, but I wanted to make sure you were aware. What is the reason for the call tonight? Can we start with your age?
Definitely. I'm in my mid to late 20s. Is it okay if I'm specific, or?
Sure, you can be specific.
All right, I'm 27.
27.
Yeah, freaking from the U.S.
Don't give us no names, no locations. The U.S. is a big place, and so we'll let that slide.
I'd say that's close enough. It's close.
Yeah, it's close enough. I'm an Earthling.
Nice. So the reason that I'm calling in, I guess it's more to vent. I mean, advice is always nice to hear and whatnot, but it's more just to vent than anything. I've had a friendship that's been developing with a younger friend for the last 6 to 8 months. I've known them for about a year, but I've been social with them for about 6 to 8 months, and there's sort of been romantic attraction that's been developing between the both of us, and it's we've had several talks about this, and we've both admitted it to each other with at several iterations of it, and that definitely helps where both people are able to lay their cards down on the table. I heard the last caller was sort of in a situation where they weren't able to get that, and it's
right.
difficult, and I've been in that spot myself. Yeah, we both basically admitted that there's both a mutual attraction to each other. It's everything, like, in a vacuum, everything is great. It's amazing. However, there's an issue is that we have an age gap with us, and she is finishing her schooling up, and it's just like she's still figuring out the direction that she wants to go with her life, and I'm finishing up one career path and getting into another career, hopefully. But I've been in situations like similar to that years ago when I was much younger, so I know how people treat like age gap relationships and whatnot. And I was like 18. I had just turned 18, and I started dating this girl that was she was like between 16 and 17, and for the first couple months her family just hated me. And so I understand, like, a lot of people like have their particular feelings with that, and I've been there myself, so it's kind of difficult with that.
Yeah, it sounds like that was an underage. Like, she would have been underage at that time, so that makes sense.
Exactly. I mean, it's fair. It's definitely fair. Like, yeah, I mean, it is how it is, and I understand how that is with everything. And this current situation, I've met, so a little more background, like, we work with each other. So we both share a hobby, and we both work with each other on a semi-regular basis, like, I guess semi-professionally. And so, like, I've gotten to know her family, and like she's gotten to meet some of my family, and our families are both like super chill with each other, which is great and all. And her family like knows like about like that kind of things, that things are sort of looking towards that direction, and they understand that and all. They're just like, okay, you need to get your life direction the way it needs to be sorted out, and I'm 100% on board with that. It's just kind of difficult with that. Like, I mean, like, there's a huge stigma around a lot of that, and I definitely get that. But like, at least we've both had that conversation with each other, and like, she doesn't feel like I've been like after her for anything nefarious or anything like that, and I haven't been anything like that. And like, she's actually like it's the way it is in this current day and age with being a woman, in that you tend to get a lot of creepy, weird dudes that just walk up to you, sometimes in public, sometimes while you're working, and just like try to hit up a conversation. And like, the girls are like really good at telling this guy is obviously trying to be weird in some kind of way. And we had a situation where we were doing our particular hobby, and there was a dude that like a much older guy, like in his 30s, like, and he had tried to get in touch with her for stuff, like, hey, we should go do this like cool hobby thing. And she's like, nah, this guy's got a weird vibe. And then that guy like called her mom and a bunch of weird stuff. She's like, I do not want to get in touch with this guy. This guy showed up, and she's like, hey, could you go hang out with me over here so this guy doesn't have to talk to me? And I'm like, okay, that's great. So
So what's the age gap between you guys?
The age gap, it's between 5 and 10 years.
Do you not know her age?
I'm not trying. No, I do know her age, but like, I'm trying not to be like too wildly specific, because I'm still trying to like
That's
keep
fine.
things like, it is anonymous.
It's your call. Yeah.
It's between 5 and 10 years, but yeah. And I mean, I'm not sure what helped to like.
She's not underage, is she?
More around. No, she's not.
Okay.
But no, I guess the issue there's not really an issue. It's just kind of venting. Like we both had the conversation, and she's like, well, like, things have to be on hold. And I think that, and I agree with that. She needs to figure out her direction and stuff. And we both decided like we both need to take all the different stuff that we have, like all the non-platonic stuff. We just need to box that up and put that away, for a while she can, figure out her priorities and the direction that she wants to go. And I think that's great, but it's just like awkward, I guess.
Check, check. Any luck? Any luck? Okay, we're back. Okay, great. So guys, the call ended. The caller, to recap, they wanted to, they just really just wanted to vent. They appreciated all the feedback that you guys were sending, and that I was able to share in private while we were in full private mode. But they really just wanted a place to vent. They were kind of wrestling with some thoughts about this big age gap with this girl at work, and they were just wanted a place to kind of think out loud a little bit. This is a place where we do that when we can hear people, which is all the time. We can. This has never happened before. I'm so. It's not stressful, but it's just like, what the hell is happening? So yeah, welcome to the crazy train, guys. We have we're gonna go for about another Chat, can you hear anything? Check, check. Checkity check. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? You know what is so weird? Every time, I'm literally having, I think I'm having to trick YouTube into getting the audio to work tonight. The last couple times that happened, that the audio dropped out, I had to create new audio input channels to send to YouTube, like duplicates. Basically, like just creating a duplicate of my existing audio channel seems to fix it. But it's so maddening. It only does it sometimes. It doesn't work 100% of the time. But it seems I'm able to pseudo trick YouTube into accepting the audio feed. For those who are just joining, we're having so many audio issues tonight. It seems like it's on the YouTube side. Everything's good here. I'm able to connect with the callers. So I've just been kind of flying solo for most of the stream tonight. It's a bummer. It's a huge bummer because one of the things I love about doing these streams with the chat is that the callers get a chat replay to go back and read later, and we've not been able to really provide that tonight. So I'm really sorry to all the callers who've called in. I'm actually going to. I know I said I was going to go till 11:30, but because of all these issues, I'm going to wind down the stream early tonight. I'm really sorry, guys. I wish I could do more. This is out of my hands. Thank you, Caleb Chandler, for that super chat. I appreciate the support. Yeah, tonight was crazy. I'm pretty wiped from going back and forth between technical mode and trying to listen. But it was a beautiful night. I really wish you guys could have heard the callers tonight. There's some beautiful people who called in. Great conversations. Thank you guys for sticking around. Y'all are awesome. I can't believe anybody stuck around through that madness of, like, you guys literally just sat here and chatted with each other while my audio was not working. You guys are amazing. I'm so impressed. We're going to wind down the stream tonight. Sorry again. We do these 3 times a week on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And tonight, our mods... Big shout out and thank you to our mods. I almost called you mides. That's how wiped I am, guys. I was up way too late last night. Talking about Jordan Peterson. Why? I have no clue. No clue. I just couldn't help. Sometimes I can't help myself. Sometimes an idea gets in my head and I'm like, I just have to, I can't do anything else. I'm hopeless, guys. Tonight our mods were Jake Cooper, Mr. Game & Watch. I believe it was just you two in the chat tonight. Great to see you both. Let's give our mods a round of applause for keeping us on track and for keeping it lively while you couldn't hear me. That was crazy. I did write a new song tonight, though. We got a song. What the hell is going on? That's gonna go to the list of music I'm making for these streams. So we will. You can expect a song called "What the Hell Is Going On" for technical difficulties here on the stream soon. So. Yeah, let's actually, I see that chat from Taylor Laura Moore. Let's actually check and see how the virus scan is going. No threats were found. Okay, guys, it was not my fault. None of this was my fault. I've not been hacked from Googling Jordan Peterson and going to sketchy websites last night. That is not the issue. Thank God. And my connection was good the whole night. I was able to hear the callers. The callers were able to hear me. All the inputs were good. YouTube, come on, please. Come on, please, YouTube. Maybe it was just busy. Maybe they're taking an early Independence Day break. Maybe it was a joke to us. Maybe they're like, hey, it's Independence Day, so you're on your own. Maybe they were giving us I'd hate to see what it'd be like on actual Independence Day. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for being here tonight. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the callers. And thanks for waiting so patiently. You guys are awesome. Take care, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great 4th. If you're watching from the States, enjoy your Independence Day. Don't blow anything up. Don't get hurt. Be responsible. And, yeah. Good night, everybody.